Hi, my name is Sean.
I'm Steven.
My name is Matt.
And this is our presentation on AR and VR.
So we hear AR and VR a lot, but where do we see them? Where most people tend to think we all need video games, but there are most social media apps like Snapchat, Instagram, where they allow you to change the filters, which allow you to change the images of yourself, like dog filter, or like adding snorkel, and in video games, like Pokemon Go, where they allow you to catch Pokemon in actual real settings. But what really is AR and VR?
So what are the differences between the two? AR is known as augmented reality, and that means that it's just an addition of the reality that we see around us every day. You can't necessarily change the world around you with AR, but you can add some things to make you interpret the world a different way. Such as when we talk about face filters, you're still seeing your face and it's having the additions. Now, VR is known as virtual reality. Now, in this virtual reality, we are creating a world that we can also influence within that world. Now, of course, it's up to the people that create the world, what they want and what they don't want, but usually within virtual reality, gravity is affected differently, what we see, how we perceive things is all different, and within that virtual world.
And then where the first instance of VR in the AR history was in 1838 with the stereoscope. It was invented by Charles Wheatstone in 1838, and the invention was that you had two images of different sides of the same lens. Like, say at the Taj Mahal, you have two different views of it. They put them both in the lens, and you have one image for each eye, and this would give a 3D sort of effect to it. And while it's not exactly as high-tech as what we see now, this is where they gave the starting point for it, which allowed for other inventions to come on, such as the kinetoscope, which used motion pictures, the sword of Damocles, which was the first head-mounted VR system for it, and then the Virtual Boy, the first home console for it, which was created by Nintendo back in the 1990s. And then it allowed what we see today, all started from the simple two still images in a wooden frame, zoom, and it turned into, like, as you see in the other picture, a whole system created just by having the headset on.
So what are some world examples that we can use with AR? Well, AR is actually broken into two different types. There's marked AR and there's markless AR. With marked AR, you're more likely going to be seeing some sort of pattern or something like a symbol like this. Now with AR and VR, the crucial thing is having a camera that can identify things. So the AI that is created for whatever program that you're using will be able to pick up these keys and know, okay, this is the base for the augmented reality. And you'll get an image that looks like this, where there's a 3D image appearing, even though you're just holding the marker. Now, of course, there's no actual image, but through the lens, you will be able to see something that isn't actually there. These are pretty popular in museum tours, where you can put your phone on a picture and it'll give you more information audibly instead of maybe like reading it yourself. Now, with markless AR, the AI is programmed to identify things in the real world, such as our faces, maybe organs, maybe trees, animals, etc. They're programmed to pick those out and then add the effects to them. A very popular thing is face filters on social media, where you can see they've added sunglasses, a bunny face, just by identifying the face itself. It doesn't need any code or anything like that. Virtual reality is becoming very popular today and started off being very popular within video games. Now, the idea of being able to create your own situations is becoming very popular within the job industry, along with medical science. Because you can create whatever situation and program it to play over and over again, you're able to put yourself into situations without actually putting yourself there and practicing and learning while on the job.
So my teammates has already mentioned some of the uses right now, which include like video games, like Pokemon Go. But we can use it for more useful reasons. For instance, Google Maps has been using AR and VR to better implement their programming. So usually when you use Google Maps, you're going to enter an address, and the Google satellite is going to use its GPS to draw out a route for you to go to the location that you want to go to. But sometimes it's very hard to follow the instructions because all you can see on your phone is a little map. And so they have included AR and VR so that you can just pull out your phone and point it to like a building or a street, and it's gonna recognize on the GPS system, and it's gonna augment it some arrows and some descriptions to help you go to your location. In business, virtual conference calls have been becoming a real thing, and in the future they are going to provide us with more entertaining business meetings, and it's going to provide us with more visuals and more data to easily understand what everyone is looking at. Currently, Walmart is actually training their employees with the Oculus Go, and with that, they're using it to train customer services. But not only corporations that can benefit from AR and VR, but also military officers and police officers, because they can create mock scenarios and help the officers react to certain situations and increase their response time. One major application of AR and VR is in neuroscience, where it can benefit the few, and also neuroscience can also benefit AR and VR. Because with AR and VR, neuroscience can test out more theories and theorems and experiments that have never been done before. Because as you know, the human brain and mind is so complex that our normal tools right now are no longer helping us with finding out what's in store in our brains. And neuroscience can help AR and VR determine the effects that the fake reality have on the users when they use them. So in a more practical way, so this picture right here shows that a patient who has gone through one of the main high degrees of burn. So she's going through a procedure to remove the debris from her skin, and that is very painful. What she's doing right now is actually looking at a VR device, and in that she's playing a little game, I think it's what's called like a snowball game. And this graph here shows that with VR, through every stage of wound care, the degree of pain is always lower comparing with people who did not use VR. Another benefit that AR and VR have for people is the ones who have disabilities, because those disabilities prevent them from moving around freely. And for instance, if they want to leave the house to meet their friends and family, they would actually require another person's assistance, and that's really troubling for them. So with AR and VR, they don't have to even leave the house. They can just wear the goggles and they can see their friends and family. Last but not least, a very interesting application of AR and VR is in this microscope right here. So it's been enhanced with Google AR and also equipped with machine learning. So the combination of artificial intelligence and AR and VR is very powerful, because this microscope can actually detect a cancerous cell when a pathologist is looking at a sample. And that section ends our presentation. The future of AR and VR is looking very bright and powerful, with its so many applications and the effects that it has had on our current views like customer services, business, health sciences, neuroscience, and so many more. So we're very optimistic about its future.